Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial, and today we will be looking at the easy way to increase your stats in Clash of Kings. Okay, so the first thing we'll be talking about here is the college, this building here. So now when you are trying to research to increase stats in the college, what you need to do is to select, first of all, if you want to increase your stats, you need to select the troops you want to focus on. Like, you can't um, select increase the stats of all the troops at once. You need to focus on some specific ones to see improvements. For example, I focused on infantry and cavalry. So let me show you my military here. This is my skill for under military. As you can see, these ones are easy to do, so I just did everything there. But when you get to around here, it starts getting expensive, so I start choosing. So as you can see here now, my swordmanship as infantry attack, it's at 9/10, while these ones are at 6. So you see, I started prioritizing my infantry and cavalry. Here you can see infantry and cavalry till the end. Infantry and cavalry. So you see, look at the left hand side, the right hand side, you can see I totally ignored the siege and archers for now because I'm focusing on my infantry and cavalry. So in college, you work on your military. Combat is also very important. You can increase your attack and defense in your combat section. Also, advanced damage. Here you can increase cavalry and infantry and others if you decide to choose, let's say, siege or archers. If that's your choice, then you can increase damage here too. Next one is still under college. I would advise you do equipment. So this increases the power of your equipment. So let's say your boots now gives you about 10% infantry attack. So you increasing it here would affect those attributes, would increase it. So here, do the left hand side, which is shoes master, skill in leg armor master, helmet master, ring master, and weapon master. Then do also equipment master is very important. It works for all, but this left hand side is not really important. But make sure you do your Dragonglass master as well. So that's for equipment. Then elite troops, nothing really except this, and it will take a while to get there, but you can just do the straight line to war maniac. Then you can do iron cavalry to increase damage, and here also increase the damage of this as well. Okay, so now dragon occult, this does not necessarily go under the attack, increasing your stats, but it makes your dragon more powerful. Your dragon gets more kills. So here you can see you increase this. So that's for your college. I believe the other ones are not really stats based. That's for your college. So this will be part 1. Okay, so the second way to increase your stats, research based way actually, that would be your civilization temple. This, so I would advise at least cycle through the civilizations and make sure you are in at least friendly in all of them. So let's start with Dragonborn civilization. Here you have infantry. Well, I've not done this. Okay, so you have infantry defense, cavalry defense, infantry HP, cavalry HP, infantry attack, cavalry attack, and that and that. So Here you can see you can increase stats. Here you can increase defense, also increase your infantry and cavalry as well. Dragonborn slaughter, yes. So under the slaughter part is where you increase damage, so offensive damage, defensive damage, offensive damage, damage taken reduction. There's something I forgot to show in the college, which is under city defense. I believe it's under city defense. So you have things like increase the attack of defensive troops on your side. Um, yeah, defensive damage taking reduction. Yes, so you need to research that. Oh, let me do this. No, never mind. Okay, so I would visit. We need to visit this and do the defensive damage parts of this. Okay, so back to this. So just make sure you cycle through each one. Like under the Soul of Crescent, Age of Desert. Now this place is exactly the same with the others, so it will consume a lot of civilization crystals, but just try to use them to increase stats. Okay, so the third way to give yourself a little boost is unit advancement. This right here, unit advancements. So when you open it, so it's actually random. So once you go past a level, you get, this is attack, defense, damage, and HP. So as you can see, I'm going to try if this is enough. I don't have enough. Okay, so once you get to a level, it will randomize this, and whatever it lands on, it will increase it by, I believe, 0.5%. So as you can see here, in my infantry, I've gotten 6% of my infantry attack from here, 8.5% from here on defense. Same for my cavalry, as you can see. So this is a very good and easy way to increase attributes. Same for my archers and my siege. Okay, so yeah, what else? Dragonborn, yes, very important. Now there's something about Dragonborn. Now look at the top here, it says I have a total of 1.1 million Dragonborns, which means you don't actually have to go here to synthesize this. It's not needed. All you need to do is go to Dragonborn, just click on any one. You see, this one is showing that I don't have enough. When I click it, it automatically generates it. As long as I have enough stones for the sentences, it will work. So for attacks, if you have enough, I would recommend, for now I don't have, the highest I have enough for is City Strike for my offense, but very soon I would get this military flight. I need 69,000 dragon words more, dragon stones. So you get this, you get 18% all attack, 35% all defense, 13% offensive damage, archer damage, cavalry attack, and siege engine attack. So so a dragon word is a very cheap and fast way to get stats, and it's very, very useful, not just for stats alone. So just try to experiment and see what you can and cannot use here. So for now, that'll be part 2 to make this as sendable as called wonder, I believe, yes, wonder, that you use for increasing the prestige level of your castle. It actually has this wonder glorious light. Let's click on it. So you see, when you unlock it and you get prestige 1, you get light of glory, which means you can, if you activate it, you get 5% increase in research speed and minus 50 for research zone consumption. Now if your wonder is P3, you get this, right? P4, you can increase your archer attack by 10% and archer defense by 10%. While P5, you can actually increase cavalry by 15% and defense also by 15%. So that's what I'm using. While P6, you can increase this. So this is a very easy way to gain 15% easy cavalry attack and defense if you are a P5. What else? Yes, Sage Tower. This is also a research based. It's now the first place I would recommend is Book of Eternal Life. You can increase your defensive damage taking reduction, and all sort of. This one is for HP. So this is a very good place to increase stats also. Book of Honor. Here you can reduce the consumption and the time taken to increase prestige level of your buildings. So yes, I think that's all for research, I believe. Now the next one I would like to touch on is Dragonglass, which you can go by going to your tavern and clicking Dragonglass. Now for Dragonglass, this is very, very important. I would recommend you go with the highest level as possible as you can get. For now, I'm working with the level 28 Dragonglass, orange level 28. Now when you unlock this Dragonglass, what you are going to get basically is just 9% on attack, 8% on attack and 90% on defense. So what you do is this. See this button called charge. You need to use crystals to charge it. So once you click charge, it will start reading 10%, 20%. So once you get to 100%, you would get extra 9% on defense and another extra 8% on attack. And same thing for this. Let me show you. When I click charge here, as you can see, it starts reading, but it consumes my dark crystals. This one is for offensive damage and engine defense, but I prefer this, so I'm going with this. Now Dragonglass, another way to get extra stats from Dragonglass is via purification. So when you purify your Dragonglass, you are basically cycling through this list of possible attributes that you can get. The highest you can get is 17% on some, while some is 13%. Lowest you can get is 2. I purified until I got 16.6% offensive damage, which I believe is close to the highest you can actually get. The colors also matter. So here gold is the highest, which I have. You can have green, blue. So the higher the color, the higher the attributes percentage. And now if you look down here, you can see that if you have the level 28 blue Dragonglass level 28, if you have it unlocked, and you have the purple, I don't have the purple yet, but if you have the purple level 28 Dragonglass, it would actually affect your orange level 38 and it will give you extra 15% boost. So when I get that, I'll get the extra 15% boost from that. So that's something else you need to know as well. What else? So I think let's stop Dragonglass here. Equipment. Let's go into our blacksmith here. So for equipment, you have a lot of options. I would advise you stay away from the normal equipment that need the lower level. All this, I would advise you stay away unless you can get Sword of Death or Death Mask. These other equipments are not really worth it. Go to equipment sets. Now here we're all familiar with the Arctic set, right? If you get the complete gold set, you would get 5% extra attack, extra defense, 20% extra hospital capacity, and 5% extra defense. So if you have two of this, if you have two gold Arctic equipment, you get 5% all unit defense. If you have 4, you get the 20% extra hospital capacity. If you have 6, you get 5% all unit attack, right? So that's why equipment sets are really good, because you get extra bonuses if you have set of 2, 4, or 6, depending on what set you are working with. So the ones I would recommend, first of all, if you are just starting out, Arctic set is a really good one to start out with. If you have the complete set, it's really it's good. It's okay. Um, this now only Asylum set is actually a very good set, and you need it to forge the Archangel set, which is one of the best equipments in the game. Let's just go to Archangel set. So when you click on Reform, you are greeted with this. Now in the Archangel set, you have, if you have two Archangel equipments of the same color, for example, let's say you have white. If you have two, you would get 2% offensive damage taken reduction. If you have 4, you get all soldier unit attack plus 3%. If you have 6, you have attack plus basically 5%. So let's see the highest on gold. This is what you are getting if you have 2, 4, and 6, and you get very good stats as well. You look at the Archangel Scepter, you have 22% of this, and so on and so forth. You know this already. So what you need for Archangel set, you need your Ancient Gator blueprints. You can get this from killing monsters, the highest level of monsters you can find. You get that. You need angel wings, and you need Asylum equipment to forge Archangel. Everything in under this reform needs something from, I believe, from the equipment set part here. So Archangel set is a very good set. Another set that is okay is Queen set. So for Queen set, I would advise the individual stats are not really good, except for the Queen's sword and the Queen's helmet. The rest are not really that good. 2%, 5%, 15%. Queen's leggings is okay. These ones are not that great. But if you have 2 gold, you get 5% more infantry attack. But the thing about Queen set is this set bonuses only work. You can't be equipped to the Lord. Let me show you. So you see, my Lord, this is basically what I have. As you can see, the Queen equipment is not showing here, and that's because you can't work on the Lord. It's an hero equipment. Yes. So also, I believe that's all on this. Then there's something called evolution bonus. Here, I'll show you here. So for instance, let's say you have now I already discussed about the set bonus, which if you have 2, you get 4% damage taken reduction. You have 4, you get extra attack. Because this is purple, I get 6% more attack, and if I had 8, I would have 9 extra attack. But because I have 4, I can't have this last one. Now for the evolution bonus, now if you evolve your 4, like my setup now, if I evolve my 4 equipment to +2, which the 4 of them are in +2, I would get 32% also unit defense. Okay, but because I have only 4 out of 6, I'd get 80% of this 32%. As I said here, 4 pieces will take effect of 80%. So 80% of 32% is what I would get if I had all of them on +2. +4, you get all unit attack 25, and +6, you get 12% more HP. Now looking at mine, I'm not getting any evolution set bonus. You may be wondering why, and the reason is all of them must be on the same evolution level, because the game recognizes this Archangel helmet with +4 as a totally different equipment from this one with +5. So unless they are all on the same level, you won't get these bonuses. Okay, so make sure they're on the same level. So that's it for equipment, I believe. Oh, then you have gems. You have gems that can be used to add extra stats. So how do you do that? You click this open no or this plus button here and click it. And if you have basic also, you can open a hole here. I don't have any, so but you can see you can put gems in those holes to give you extra buffs. Here I have a gem that gives archer defense plus 4%, countering archer plus 2%. So yeah, here you can use archangel engraving, which is this thing, and use it to engrave, and once you do you get extra stats as well. So just play around with it, experiment. Maybe have any questions you can try to ask around. I believe someone would help. And the last place I would touch on is these troops. Now I'm going to go into array, which is this book looking stuff array. So here you have two arrays. We have the ancient Roman shield square and the ancient queen crossbow arrow array. So this is what I use basically. So here you click this upgrade button and you have access to this. So you can upgrade these and get extra stats. As you can see here, I have 3% infantry defense from this. The maximum I can get here is 10. So once, because I'm doing this currently, I can't do something else. But just click the upgrade button and so to upgrade, you could speed it up if you want, or you could leave it. So this is also a very good place to increase stats. Like I said, I'm focusing on just my infantry and cavalry. You can see infantry is on 15, cavalry is on 11. So what else? Yes, VIP also is a very good place to increase stats. Let's take this back. So when you have VIP 10, you have troop attack bonus plus 15%, troop defense bonus plus 15%. I believe this is VIP 10, right? Not sure. Yes, VIP 10. So when you get to SVIP, you keep all the attributes from the VIP 10, but you also get new attributes. So once your VIP is active, you get these buffs. Yeah, and your hero equipment also matters. Your attack hero. So what determines your stats? Like when you attack someone, where do your stats come from? Okay, so once you attack, your stats come from a combination of your lord equipment, that's your lord stats, and your hero, the hero you're using to attack. So let's say for instance, I want to attack, and without my hero, these are my attack stats basically. But let's say I add my Queen of War. As you can see, my attacks just shut up. So little things like that. So make sure you always attack with hero and give your hero very good equipment. It would help. Okay, and in the next one we'll be showing the skill tree. So just try and get good equipment. So when you attack, your lord and your hero, which you are matching with, will influence your attack stats. While when you are defending, you have your lord and your guardian knights. These are the two that determine your defensive stats. So try to put defensive equipment on your hero. So yes, after this we would probably talk about